Hello out there YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Paul's World of Entertainment. If you're new here, please consider hitting the subscribe button for further updates, and please like the video if you certainly like what you see and you'd like to see more. This video is going to be covering the reopening, and we're now in the green phase here in the greater Pittsburgh area, and I actually went out on Sunday. I went to a bar called Bar 31. It is Ken Reggett's bar, and it is in Bridgeville. I went there actually. I had a friend. His son was performing, and so I went there. Basically, I show my support, and yeah. As far as what I noticed when I was there. They were working on 50% capacity, and they had seating that was kind of spaced out, and so they were practicing social distancing. Very few people were wearing masks, and I did see a few people who came in that were wearing them, but by and large, very few people were. When I went inside, I actually was sitting outside, but I did actually go inside just to use the bathroom and just take a look. And they had limited seating inside, and there was a sign on the door that said a mask was required. But I guess once you were actually in and sitting, you didn't have to wear your mask. I actually noticed that again today when I went to Gab and Eat, and that's a restaurant that is in Carnegie that had actually just opened, and they had also had limited seating, and they had nobody sitting back to back, and masks were required for entry, but once we were sitting, the waitress came over to our table and said that we could remove our masks, and so we did. And outside of that, everything was normal. All the employees who worked there were wearing masks, and but outside of that, everything at Gab and Eat was great as normal. There was a little bit of a wait to go in because of the limited seating, and but that was about it. I know my dad had gone into the bank. He went to a PNC, and I didn't go in. I don't know how they had it set up inside, but on the outside, it certainly looked like they were working on a minimum, like a limited capacity, because there were people who were outside waiting to go into the bank, and there was actually somebody outside who was actually working the door and actually making sure there weren't too many people who went inside. And that was actually the same thing at Gab and Eat. They had someone outside making sure that there was a place to sit inside, so they didn't have too many people inside the restaurant. So that is where it stands now as far as the reopening goes, and that's basically the green phase. I also know that there was a barber shop right next to Gab and Eat that also had just reopened. I did not get my hair cut. I understand they had a waiting list, and of course they also could have only so many people inside there as well. Yeah, that will do it for this video. That gives kind of a summary of what I've seen as far as the reopening goes, and how things are going with that. And this is actually similar to what I've heard how it's been working out in Las Vegas as well. So that will do it for this video. Please hit the like button. That definitely helps my channel, and actually if you could subscribe, that would also help my channel. And I appreciate you finishing out the video, and everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you.